Good day and welcome. We're back here at Cherry Street Sports. It's day 3 of the 2024 TAB State Championships. We've got a great game about to commence for you here. It's going to be Aaron Kelly from South Tamworth against Carolyn Nelson from Engadine. Lee Stinson has just sounded the hooter, and we're underway here in what is a third round match here in the All Abilities Open Singles Championship. Nick Hind is my name. It's fantastic to be with you wherever you're watching around Australia and around the world here at Cherry Street Sports in Ballina on the beautiful Northern Rivers of New South Wales. I've got the privilege and the pleasure of having the great Jason Pinnock alongside me. Jason, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Nick. Yep, great to be here and looking forward to another fantastic day of play. Beautiful, typical North Coast conditions have come in for us again, and we saw earlier this morning greenkeepers doing their utmost best to prep these greens ready for and stick to schedule. They were quite wet, the guys were this morning, and great job that they've done.
Well, to get away almost perfectly to time is a credit to the staff here. We've been singing their praises all week, and to Duncan Elphick and his team, once again, you've done a sterling job. As we see Aaron Kelly from South Tamworth, left-handed on his backhand, reaching down towards the jack there. Both these players have had good starts to the event, so I can tell you Aaron Kelly had a 21-10 win yesterday over Michael Vassallo, but was defeated in the first round 21-17 by Des Cross, his South Tamworth clubmate. For Carolyn Nelson, she's had a bye and ran into a bit of a steam train in Des Cross yesterday, 21-2 going down, but she's shown to be a better player than that, and I expect she'll give a really good account of herself here today.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, look, Desi was on fire yesterday, Desi Cross, so Aaron comes down here. Yeah, I got the privilege of watching the last few ends of the Des and Aaron match. I was able to update the members back at South Tamworth who were eagerly getting the end-by-end scores. I was able to update them, and yeah, Des was sensational. He's the club minor singles champion and club singles runner-up at South Tamworth, so there's still plenty to play for here. Top 2, I think, is it, Nick, go through?
Correct, yes. In the open singles, there's the top 2 from each section, and then there is some next best qualifiers as
there
well.
We go.
There's 2 next best qualifiers, so plenty to go along with. Lee Stinson's coming past with the lunches, as Aaron Kelly's a bit dirty on himself for missing there. He's maybe given a chance for Carolyn Nelson, and we believe there's only one down. Come in and draw the shot.
Okay, not a bad line here, Carolyn. Is she going to get all the way back?
Oh, yes, she has.
She has. She's played a pearler.
So pressure on Aaron Kelly here early.
Yeah, well, obviously you can afford to be playing a positive draw through this. He's in a good area. Any touch on that bowl there? Oh.
Well, almost any touch on that bowl.
Almost. Not sure if he snuck the shot out of that or not. Did see the jack move back. I'm favouring him, though.
The players will come and assess the situation.
Bit hard for us to see. We've seen a change in the camera situation today, and the cameras are now off to our right a fair way. We're not sitting right in front of them.
Very good. And one shot it was in the end to Aaron Kelly. So,
what a great start to the day's play.
Well, fantastic to be here. We've had some significant wet weather, as you can see here. We've got some pooling on the walkway between the greens. But as we've mentioned, it's a great credit to our green staff who've managed to look after us beautifully here to get on pretty close to time and still have the green running at a decent pace given all the rain that we've seen in the region.
Yeah, it is a it's a big credit to the team. Seen it in previous events here at this club. Their big Summerland series, we've seen plenty of rain and still being able to deliver greens that are able to promote skillful play. So Aaron about a bit over a metre short with his first. How dialed in are them lines that Duncan's got down to?
Well,
they are dead straight.
He was pretty good yesterday. He spent lots of time.
This is a good opener too by Carolyn.
Spent lots of time. He said, I'm going to go and get those lines marked while I can, because he didn't think he might have had a chance this morning, and rightly so. It was hardly torrential, but just good soaking rain. You see Aaron Kelly's adjusted his weight, but still just travelled past. No wind this morning, which has been a feature of the play so far. We've seen a fairly consistent breeze out of the east, northeast. But today, very still. As we look here at the delivery of Aaron Kelly.
Oh, brilliant bowl.
Yeah, lovely. Grabs a touch.
Great adjustment. First one a bit short. For second one a little bit over. Third one, bang. Nailed it. So Carolyn on a pretty good track here. Can get to that blue bowl of Aaron's. Will just pull up there. May have snuck shot with that.
Yeah, it was very close. We'll look in a moment from the other angle. See if we can't deduce a bit more.
Aaron just wants this to really hook home. It did. He's just a little bit overdone, so favouring one here for Carolyn. I'm going to get an indication now. Yep, the markers indicated Carolyn's bowl is shot.
And a chance to add on here. Well,
a little bit safe, obviously.
Can't blame her for being conservative there. Now, any touch on that jack was a big chance of giving it away, so happy to play the conservative pace. And one shot it is to Carolyn Nelson, who has tied it up early here at Cherry Street Sports. So lovely to have your company wherever you're watching around Australia and around the world. It's day 3 here at the TAB 2024-2025 Bowls New South Wales State Championships. Really excited to bring you all the action as we see much longer jack roll there from Carolyn from the first end. But they're hardly running through the mud, are they, Jace? I mean,
No.
there's so many clubs you might go to after this amount of rain and they say, no, that's it, the greens are closed. But
No, most definitely well prepared, and not just the last week or two. This was months in planning to have the facilities like this, understanding the conditions and weather up this way. It is March. We are on the north coast, and it is a typical weather pattern here at the moment. So. Aaron's opening bowl a little bit under, but both players getting their first bowl just behind. Always good, easier to adjust back. I'm sure both these competitors, their clubs will have this live stream up on their big screens, we hope. I know South Tamworth will.
South Tamworth definitely, yes.
Phil O'Reilly there, previous CEO. A few messages with him yesterday, and South Tamworth are pretty proud of their all abilities competitors. They've got 3 here. Very proud and very supportive they are.
Well, so they should be. It's a great contingent. We had a lovely dinner last night. All the all abilities players came and joined us for tea. We had nearly 70 with the players there, their support personnel, partners, all here at Cherry Street. They turned on a wonderful meal, and a few tall tales were told, and there was some good banter between the players. So what Carolyn's done there, she's dropped a bit short, but Aaron, he's going to back himself just to draw underneath here. He's got a couple of catches on the back end if he does grab jack. Just looking to get one close at this point.
Yeah, he's only one down, but there's still plenty of room there for Carolyn, so you might lock in that second. That's a great bowl there, so 2-second woods for Aaron now, and that may give him option with his last bowl.
So Carolyn now step up.
Well, the track is pretty good here, Nick. Just all on the speed now, and, well, great bowl.
Well, if you're Aaron Kelly, do you attack on the forehand now? Got a couple to clean out, got the back, got the tee. You'd be desperately unlucky to get out your third wood there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Without disturbing the front.
Some decisions to make here on what weight to play. You can play that crack an egg shot and maybe get 2 or 3, or go big and get the one at the back.
Well, whatever you're confident with early, but pressure's been applied by Carolyn Nelson. He's chosen a more moderate weight, and he's walked away very quickly.
Yeah.
And you can see that even with the rain, that bowl ripped away.
Didn't it what?
So we believe it's going to be 2 shots to Carolyn. I never say it is until the marker confirms it, because inevitably our cameras will deceive us. Two shots it is, and thank you to our marker. He's been crystal clear with his application of the scoreboard and the paddles. So,
and again, you can see the engagement of volunteers here. There's probably in the vicinity of 30, I reckon, helping out with this round this morning, Nick, and that's including scoreboard attendants, markers, umpires, even a couple there to help move bowls on the green for those that need that extra assistance.
So Carolyn getting the first one away. Getting it away pretty well.
She's just about that metre through, so always handy opening bowl, that metre through. Easy to adjust back, and straight away you've got yourself something behind to be able to keep that positive weight throughout this end.
So Carolyn looking to just adjust a little bit of weight there. She's using Drake's Conquest. I went out and had a look at them. They're seem to be doing the job for her so far. Aaron Kelly got the Taylor SR. And we'll see how well this one can get down.
Just a little wide there, so both there, and Aaron's just got 2 bowls just a little bit short, so he'll be want to ensure he corrects that weight with his third.
Yeah, Carolyn watching intently, but that's fairly loose end here from the players so far. I expect we'll see Aaron looking to really donk one close here.
A much better line here, Aaron.
Well, Speed's
got him made.
costly, yes.
You wanted to make sure he was up, obviously. First two a little bit short, and the players still feeling their way a little bit here. Marker indicates that Carolyn is one down.
Well, this looks like a good track for a Drake's Conquest.
So very good track. It's all on the pace now, and it
lovely
is
bowl.
superb. Great bowl there by Carolyn Nelson.
So Aaron, well, he's been shown the way.
He has.
Has he got the weight? It's a good track for the shot.
His weight was great. He was just that bowl underlined, but it's like another one to Carolyn, I believe.
Yes, even I can't find a way that's going to be won any other way. And now, very diligent marker, got the one paddle in the air quickly. He's making sure he's looking over towards us as well, because I did say we might need him to be absolutely crystal clear today.
Well, Nick, is that some sunshine trying to poke through there?
Oh, wouldn't that be something, hey? Wouldn't that be something? Look, we're hopeful for some better weather, and we're hopeful. Look, we've got lots of great things to come up here. Of course, TAB Twilight Bowls. So if you're looking for a fun and social way to spend your Friday night, TAB Twilight Bowls is on at Cherry Street Sports on Friday, April 4th. I'll be here, starting at 6 p.m. Perfect for beginners, no experience, no problem. We're going to bring everything that you need. We'll have everything for you. Come alongside, meet some new people, or grab friends for a relaxed and welcoming game. Registration is required, so sign up now at bowlsnewsouthwales.com.au or click the link on our YouTube bio, and we'll see you on the green.
Yeah, what a great initiative. For those of you bowlers that are tapped in watching this game at the moment, you've got some friends in the local area, just bring them down for that Friday night. Have a meal, come introduce them to the game in a nice, fun, friendly, social atmosphere.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is how so many of us have got started, hasn't it? Come down, have a roll, have a trial, and you never know where it might take you. I started at our Wednesday business bowls competition at Jindabyne, and after showing a small amount of promise, I probably haven't even delivered on that yet, but bowls has been a fantastic thing to keep yourself active and develop these great friendships that you can only get in the club world.
Yeah, most definitely. The benefits of our sport are wide-ranging, from feeding your competitive spirit to just wanting to interact socially, the mental health benefits, many benefits out there for any person wanting to try our sport. All right, Aaron, he's going to adjust his weight, but so again, his first 2 bowls short. Carolyn's got hers behind, so you'd like to say she's sort of in the box seat for this end, but it's not over yet.
You see she's watching it closely, really wants that bowl to hang about, and she's got inside the last blue bowl of Aaron Kelly. And is out on a tight line again. We'll see.
How's his weight though? He has got better weight.
Yeah, well played, Aaron.
That'll be something that Aaron will be thinking about and working on. In game of singles, you need to have that one of them first 2 bowls in the head or behind the head, because if you're having to chase or save with your 3rd and 4th bowl most of the game, it makes it a very, very long, hard task ahead. As we see Carolyn come down now with her reply. Has she done enough? I'm going to say yes, she has. We're going to get an indication from the marker.
Go on the early crow there, Joe.
I am.
Dangerous.
Well,
our marker's indicated to Aaron Kelly that he is 1 down. And I think he can play a pretty confident shot, very similar to his last. If he gets through the pink bowl, if he gets through the blue, and he can scrub off his own.
Well, he's played an aggressive line outside. He's turned his head, so he's not happy. And Carolyn just keeps that pressure on, just getting them bowls in behind the head and one onto the into the head, giving herself options. So
going to see here another 1 shot to Carolyn Nelson. So who now leads 5 shots to 1. So good start here from Carolyn. Aaron Kelly did claim the first end, but ever since then it has been Carolyn Nelson showing the way here.
And she is employing that longer length jack tactic. It is working for her, so sticking to it. The mat right back. Jack's probably maybe 2 metres short of the tee.
Carolyn had that all the way back. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that we're on a different rink today. So greenkeeper Elphick has decided that the middle green where we've been streaming needs a rest, and so players are on the two end greens here, and it's probably working out pretty well for Carolyn Nelson here. She's really enjoying this.
Yeah, and look at that, another great opening bowl there by Carolyn.
But look, certainly appreciate that there's a lot of play still to come, and potentially a bit of rain still to come as well. So for Duncan Elphick and his team, we're very understanding. And this morning we've been out here in some fairly ordinary weather, moving cameras and cabling and the like, but we're still here, and we're going to bring you some great pictures and some great action today and over the coming, still 2 weeks to go, just about, isn't there?
Long campaign, mate.
So Another 13 days of action after today. We go through to Wednesday, the 9th of April. And we look forward to welcoming some of the state's top bowlers with all the state championships to be played, starting with the mixed pairs on Saturday.
So we see Aaron's opening bowl. He gets that metre behind, so he'll be happy with that at the start of this end. It would have been something he's thinking about. Gives him options straight away.
And was forced to change hands though. The last one of Carolyn did drop a bit short, and this...
His weight was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just a little under the line.
Carolyn urging it to get down there. Well, that might be a bit of a good guide there for Aaron Kelly. You know, something to glance off, get down to the jack. You know, you're beating that, you're a big chance of being the shot. And for Aaron Kelly, he'll be looking to get on the board once again. Just get that turning over.
I like this line that Aaron's got here. It's all down to his pace.
Well, he nearly did exactly what I'd call Jason Binnock, where you know, just slide off that outside bowl, turn itself in, gives it a shoulder, but it's another good home and maybe a chance again for Aaron to think about being a bit more aggressive. Two at the back now. Carolyn really wants this one to be passed.
Well, she's pointed pretty well. She just wants to run right into... Well, would have liked a little more, but...
That might force Aaron Kelly's hand, though, to perhaps you know, be a bit more aggressive at this.
Very hard to draw that now.
You know, get through that pink bowl at the front, contact back onto the jack, spits it back to the two, catches he's got there waiting, two slips.
Well, let's see. He's got the aggressive weight. He's just... What's going to happen there? Well, the in-off doesn't flop back. It looks like it's trying to. I won't make a call on this.
That's what the players are going to go and have a look at. Aaron did get off the wide bowl. I think if it falls over, it's going to be a big chance.
Okay, so
it's very good. Our rink attendants out here with the tape. So once again, a credit to the host clubs. They've been able to provide us with rink attendants. They've been able to provide us with volunteers, markers, you know, people flipping over the scoreboard. It's been fantastic.
nice bright red uniform there. It's Neil Davies from Alstonville Plateau Sports, one of our host venues for the state championships.
And one of your men too, by the sounds of things, James.
Ah, that bowl fell over during measuring, and we may have an umpire call here to discuss the options moving forward. What do you think, Nick? Or has the players made the call?
I think the players have made the call, and Aaron Kelly did get the shot. So
okay,
1 to Aaron. It's now 5 shots to 2. Aaron Kelly trailing Carolyn Nelson here at Cherry Street Sports. The sun is shining, folks. So there's the best news I can give you. The sun is out. So
it is filtered, but it's bright.
well, I'm looking around for my sunglasses, Jason. So it's great to see. We've had some indifferent weather would be the nice way of saying it, but the players have responded, you know, really positively. Easy for people to get disappointed and the like, but
look, they've all come to play, mate. They understand schedules, they understand weather. They've all travelled long distances, so okay. Good opening bowl there by Aaron. Plonking one straight on it. Notice a little change in the tactic. Aaron's got the mat up. The jack's are around about the same area as it has been previously, but he's got the mat up 3 or 4 metres from where Carolyn has been placing it on the tee. See Aaron pretty well pointed again here, getting all the way back in behind the jack. That's a great opening 2 bowls, and Aaron's just starting to find a bit of rhythm now. So I think Carolyn can afford to be positive draw down here. Doesn't want to be short with like a first movement of either the bowls. A bowl in the area just like that. Well done.
So Aaron started really strongly this end. He's got the mat, he's got his length. And he's urging this one on. He started following it very quickly.
Those of you that have been following or didn't see any of this last year, Aaron Kelly is the defending champion in this open singles discipline. Not an easy campaign last year. He had to play one of the great men of our sport, James Reynolds, in a semi-final. And then in the final, he played the previous year's champion, Jeff Seaton, to take the title out. So as we see Aaron come down here, get to that bowl, and that's a cracking bowl, and I think he's sitting there for 3 shots. So,
well, see what Carolyn Nelson can do here. The pressure being applied big time.
She's just got to bend back now. Give this every chance. Oh, 30 centimetres more.
Just ran out of puff, didn't it?
Did.
So 3 shots it is to Aaron Kelly, and all of a sudden it's 5 all.
It's a big pickup.
Oh, massive. You know, in the context of this game, I think brilliant to see everybody competing so closely. It's fantastic to have all our players here taking centre stage. And the defending champion, Aaron Kelly, being put under some real pressure here from the young upstart Carolyn Nelson, would you say, go so far as saying?
Yes. I'm not sure. I didn't check any of last year's results. I'm not sure if this is Carolyn's first campaign or whether she's played in this before. But she's definitely holding her own.
So we're seeing Aaron's brought the mat up, put the jack on the tee. So something a bit different that we haven't seen so far. Got the progress scores rolling through now. Lee Stinson's coming around chasing coffee orders. So things must be going well if he's got the freedom to be bringing the commentators the coffee. Carolyn's just pulled up a little bit short. Progress scores are starting to roll through, so we've got those up on your screen now. So we can see from around the rinks our volunteers are getting the data in for us.
So again, both players here, early bowls, at least a metre short.
Well, this new length here might be proving to be a bit fiddly. Carolyn persevering with the backhand.
Well, she has got her own to run into just like that. Has pushed it up. She's come through herself, so I think she's sitting 2 shots now. And it's not easy here for Aaron either with the setup of that head.
Well, he's going to try what is the left-handed backhand. Andrew had a little bit of trouble with that when we were on the call the other day with Mark Pink. He kept on calling him the forehand, but
runs through into that hole. Yeah, well done. So he's got second wood.
Well, that's what they say, don't they? First get second, second get first.
True.
Carolyn looking to reach down. She can get through her own.
Yeah, a little bit under the line here, I think. Right, so Aaron again can afford to be positive. He's got the second wood in there now. Sit that bowl through, but he's taken a much better line here, I think. We've seen bowls coming across here. We've seen a lot of narrow bowls. He's drawn that a little bit wider now. It's just all down to the run. Well,
yeah, easy to fall into the trap. You think the green's going to be a bit slower, and but all of a sudden, all the bowls cross the head. You've got to learn that everybody's making the same mistake. It probably is something that you need to change. Carolyn's taken a much higher line here too.
Yep.
And if she's got the right weight, she'll be
finishing
Nick, up with a pair of shots. That's it.
I tell you what, she has played a bomb there. Brilliant bolt. What a great reply. Dropping a 3, turns around. Gets 2 shots back.
So important when you're, and then it's confirmed by marker there. So, so important when you've dropped a number for your own confidence, for your own sense of, I can do this. I'm not out of it.
Just to wrestle that little bit of momentum or try and dent the confidence that the opposition has got from the previous end. So, great result there for Carolyn. And as you said, we saw there was a lot of narrow bowls. It's one of the characteristics of a Tiffy green, While speeds and that can slow down, they still do have a really good turn in them.
So Carolyn going almost full length here. First time we've seen that. And look, as the sun comes out, it's probably timely to remind that you can book your free skin check today. So from the 28th of March to the 7th of April, from between 10:30 and 4:30 here at Cherry Street Sports. So Bowls New South Wales are really proud to partner with Skin Check Champions to offer free full-body skin checks during the TAB State Championships, as we say, from Friday the 28th of March. Skin Check Champions is a not-for-profit organisation dedicated to raising awareness and improving access to life-saving skin cancer detection services. This fantastic service is open to all competitors, family and friends, so book your free skin check today. For full details, visit bowlsnewsouthwales.com.au or check the link in our bio. Really important, as we've seen, Aaron's moved the jack and got shot. Just at the back of the rink there. And if the sun's going to stop around for us, as we're hoping, these skin check services for all those that play bowls, we're out in the sun a lot. Really important to get in and book that.
On a pretty good track again here. He is.
Well, he's played 2 excellent bowls to start this end. It's been a little tit for tat lately, hasn't it, Jace? They're starting to sort of feel each other out and get one another's measure. Carolyn gets a 3. Aaron answers back.
I wonder if Carolyn's throwing this extra long end has just thrown her off a bit. Might have been not quite deliberate to be that long, maybe, Nick. And But Aaron's been able to adjust pretty quickly to it. And I'll tell you what, he's on a very, very good track again.
Well, this is a good angle for us. As we can see, it gets right down there, and that's going to make a good 3. Carolyn Nelson, look, nothing for short at this point. You need to make sure you got to reach the tee at least. Give yourself a chance of cutting this down because it could be a big score here for Aaron Kelly.
Okay. I think a line's good.
Well, first job was to get to the tee. She's not quite done that.
That's right. So
The only thing that bowl has done, maybe, Jace. It's got perhaps a little bit in the road, but Aaron can afford to play tight. He's still got 3 feet to draw a 4th here. Anything underneath that pink Drake's Conquest.
I do like this line that Aaron's got.
I really like it.
He's just got to run past now, and that is a brilliant end of bowls by Aaron Kelly.
Well, as I'll bring the replay up, you look at the top of the screen there, there's a high five from the players. That's fantastic to see.
Cheers have gone up in South Tamworth Bowling Club too, mate. I could hear it from here.
Carolyn acknowledging the great bowls. 3 have been taken out and 4. So it's a full count for Aaron Kelly, who hits the front again, 9 shots to 7. That's a good contest, Jace.
It is, actually. It is. It's good to see. Ebbs and flows of the game. Aaron got a 3. Carolyn wrestled back with a 2. Aaron's come back with a 4. So I think in the context of the match, it's really important for Carolyn to get this end. See the scores, progress scores are being updated there. Bit of local flavour as well out there. Bangalow boy, Richard Rombounce.
Oh, that's an issue.
Ballina have a representative here in Trent Howie, who had a good win yesterday. We've got Fred McConnell from Coogin also playing. A bit of local flavour, so if you're in the area, come on down and support the locals. Support all the competitors, but Brad Gilbert also doing battle. We know Brad really well, know his pedigree. Back to the game here, and a big tactical change with length of Jack. Nearly went from close to maximum length last end and close to minimum this time.
I like to see it. I love seeing players at minimum length. It doesn't happen enough in my opinion. And this is going to be a real test for Aaron Kelly and Carolyn Nelson, who've been playing a much, much longer length all game. As we see, Aaron's nailed it early too, right on there.
Yeah, look, it changes the characteristics, you know. The turn could be a little bit different at that area.
This is a good effort here. Carolyn Nelson just slides past.
Aaron with his head down after that delivery. He knew he was a little skinny, so turns around, walks away, reset, go again. No use dwelling on it. All right, Carolyn.
Great picture. We can see the bowl in the running here. This is looking pretty close. If she's got
pointed this very well, Nick. Has she got the speed?
Wow. So Aaron's saying, have I got one? And then Mark is saying, oh, I think so. Let's have a good look.
Mark has indicated 2 to Aaron.
have a look at the other angle here. So that's what the marker's gone and had a look at.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good angle, Nick, too. I think he's right.
Certainly from that camera angle. The front bowl looks better from here as we're looking at it, but...
Look, that front bowler's also made Aaron push really wide. He did not want to be in there at all.
No, didn't want to go near it, and look, maybe third prize there getting out to that wing bowl, but Carolyn can look to draw, sit either of the blue bowls, punch through hers.
Well, she's got an all right track. It's just weight dependent now. Is it going to turn enough?
Yeah, it was positive weight, maybe a little too positive in the end.
Well, she wanted to give it a chance, didn't she? So, let's see what the result is. The marker indicated 2, but
the soft signal, like they say in cricket, was 2. And 2 was the formal signal in the end. So we're going to see Aaron Kelly now step out to an 11-7 lead, which perhaps is a little bit unexpected with how well Carolyn was playing only a few ends ago, but that long length and then the super short one has shown Aaron Kelly's versatility apart from anything else.
And maybe thrown Carolyn off that comfortable length, you know. He's, instead of finding a length that to stick to, he's changing the lengths up and throwing Carolyn's rhythm out, which is a great tactic to employ as well.
Well, as we see here, so he's gone back to absolutely...
So
we're going coast to coast here.
We are going coast to coast. Maximum, minimum, now back to maximum. Look, it's a pretty good tactic, you know. Carolyn had a lot of flow, a lot of rhythm early in the game, and, you know, to Aaron's credit, he's seen that and developed this tactic.
So that first bowl of Aaron Kelly has stayed on at the back of the rink and may come in handy. That's the nice way when skips tell you, oh, that might come in handy. That's saying it's pretty ordinary, but at least you passed.
Well, mate, you talk to the elite of our game, and they just want to clear past the jack, mate. They really do.
Yeah, get out of my way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So anything behind is always good in their opinion. We see it a lot.
I had a fun experience at the Australian Open a few years ago with Brett Hughes, and it was a slow green to everyone's defence. But he would tell people, "You're just coming into view now," when they were 2 metres short. Which I thought was a bit harsh, but
Well, we all do it, and I guarantee we will do it again.
see Carolyn. She gets it away well there. We see she's using the stick to assist with her balance, and
Yep.
you know, a lot of players who have some strength or mobility or balance issues, the stick can really help them. And she's played a good correction there. She's got the weight right.
Yeah, we have seen the employment of that device by quite a few players, and best known player that uses that stick we know is Commonwealth Games gold medalist Kelvin Kirko. Probably more recently, probably not as big a name, but he was given a nickname here at the Summerland Series, Rob the Wizard Wetzel, who we saw make the pairs final. Also uses that.
As we see, great one here from Aaron. Sneaks around and plonks up right next to it. Well done.
Yeah, great bowl by Aaron.
Yes, that was a good one at Summerland. He was a popular character too, Rob.
But again, highlighting the equipment that can be used for anyone of any ability to enjoy our sport.
Yeah, we've seen all of it in the 3 days we've been streaming so far, including the well, I call it the telescope, but of course it's the monocular.
Yes.
To help our vision impaired players see the far end. This is going to be 2 here, I reckon, to Aaron, and I think Well, if you're Carolyn, maybe the backhand's going to be a better shot.
I think so too, Nick. I think it is. It's a clearer path to the jack or to the bowl.
So Mark has indicated it's one with the jack high bowl, and then it's a measure between the pink and the blue. But if she's playing the forehand, I think she has to be direct. She has to be under her pink bowl.
Yeah, so...
Well, this might be a reasonable line. How's her speed?
She's got the speed to hold that line now. Just hold all the way down to it. Well, she's just gone under, but what a great effort.
It's a fair effort.
It is a fair effort.
But that was the challenge on that forehand, to play with the weight to get under and get a result. I think the open hand probably had a little bit more going for it, but equally, I'm not playing at a state championship. So Carol's taken one out.
She might want that measured, so... Nick, if I'm the and look at this, we see the measurer this time.
Look, he's got the chocks out this time.
He's employed the chocks.
Well, we do learn from our mistakes, don't we? Some of us are just slower learners than others.
Always a good thing to do. Obviously, us as players, we don't carry chocks around all the time, but if there's a leaning bowl and there's a measure on, get that umpire out, ask for some chocks, and just chock that bowl to stop what we saw earlier. Most of the time players sort it out, but it's an anomaly of our game and one of those things we've got to be aware of.
They're doing a fantastic job here, our markers. We'll see whether it's one or two shots here to Aaron Kelly.
Looks like two. Yep.
Two shots it is. So Kelly now out to a 13-7 lead. We're playing first to 21 here at the Bowls New South Wales State Championships. This is the All Abilities Open Singles. We've got two grades of singles here, so tried to group the players in by their sort of capability a little bit more, and it's been a good exercise to just sort of see who's up to what, and these players have turned on a really good show for us here as Aaron Kelly once again goes for the shorter length. And some very professional work there by our marker, ensuring that the jack's in exactly the right spot. So Aaron Kelly urging that one on. He wasn't real happy with it on this short length. That's probably where he wanted the jack to be, I reckon, Jace.
Yeah. But what is he, a metre short? Maybe a little bit more.
It's
1,200.
It's forgivable.
It is.
We see Carolyn's just grimaced there a little bit as she let that one go.
Shame, very good weight too.
Serena Bonnell on the comments there. On my way now to support Jackie Hudson. Great to see her and Freddie enter these state champs. So they're two of our VI players. And you're exactly right. Jackie Hudson, who has, of course, represented Australia. And Fred, he was a bit of a character when we called his game the other day. Fred McConnell here from Coogin.
Yes, Serena was down here a couple of days ago, actually. I saw her standing here watching the opening of the campaign. So it was great to see her duck down and support her Australian mates and other competitors here in this All Abilities Championship. I have some messages last night from a couple asking if Damien Delgado was playing, and I had to reply, no, this is the New South Wales State Championships, and Damien's a Queensland member.
Being a Queenslander, we'd love to have him here, but
I probably think because it's in Ballina that he can just come on down too, because we are pretty close to the border here. But no, so this is the New South Wales State Championships, and
so we're looking here. They've all sort of missed the weight a little bit here. Well, Carolyn's missed the line, Aaron's missed the weight, and I don't know who's going to have the shot.
No, and look, if I'm Aaron Kelly, I'm probably swapping hands. I've got a couple of bowls there, but to me, looking at the picture,
well, that's
to promote, you know. Well, that looks wide to me.
Well, it's on his weight here, though.
What do I know? he's played it well.
What do you know, Jason Pinnock? Look, you've got some credits on the board.
He was wide, but what a great bowl. Great weight.
Well,
turned in there nicely.
Correct weight was what was going to tidy that up. So, well done to Aaron.
Sure is.
Now, let's see if Carolyn can tidy up her line. She certainly has got a better line here, but perhaps has taken the pace off.
Ooh.
And one shot, I'm very confident, will be declared for Aaron Kelly. One shot it is. So 14-7 now. Aaron Kelly getting out to a lead that might be the springboard to get him to the end of the game, you'd think.
Yeah, so Aaron's point of view with one loss yesterday, for him, he's probably thinking, okay, I need to keep pushing forward, try and get a little bit of margin, because obviously we do know top two go through, so margin could be key. But for Carolyn, it's still plenty to fight for to win this game and stay in contention with a couple more rounds to go. And again, not quite maximum, but we've gone really long.
Yeah, so Aaron Kelly's got a bit of a form.
He has
going here, bit of a format. He's enjoying the full length, heading to the southern end, and the short length heading to the northern end.
They actually did name the ends. I remember. I think it was like, what's the name of the towns, Nick? You know.
What, the Lennox head end and the Evans head end or something like that?
I'm not sure. Was there a river out that way?
That's the Richmond River to the...
It might be the Richmond end, and down this way was called something else.
Or the Brunswick River end there, and there's North Creek to one side.
North Creek is the one I was looking for. That's it.
There you go. Yeah. And then the Richmond River's to the south of us.
Yeah.
As we see Carolyn Nelson. Time to get going for her. Now, as part of all the action, we have the TAB closest to the Jack competition. So if you're here the weekend, 4, 5, 6 of April, do get it down to the club because it's time to put your skills to the test. The TAB closest to the Jack competition is happening, and everyone is welcome to take part. Simply roll your bowl, easy for you to say, as close to Jack as possible for your chance to win a daily prize pack, including a $100 club voucher, Frank Green coffee cup, and exclusive merch. But that isn't all. Just by playing, you'll go in the draw to win a brand new set of TAB branded bowls. It's all happening April 3rd to 5th with multiple sessions across the 3 days. We'll provide the bowls. There's no need to pre-register. Just turn up and take your shot. T's and C's apply. For full details, visit bowlsnsw.com.au or click the link in our YouTube bio.
Brilliant. What a great little novelty event. And look, I hope to get... Be nice to see a couple of the New South Wales staff out there just giving some direction. I know your social media guru is a bit of a champion, or becoming a champion at the game herself.
Yes, I did that read deliberately because Kira was in earshot. Now, Irish international, we're calling her.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't she do a great job too, mate?
Oh, she's been out taking
I
photographs.
reckon she can give some lessons to a few of them and help them get closest to the jack on that competition.
Yeah. We've just seen a little shower of rain scud through, and it may have thrown Aaron Kelly a little bit. His first one went long. He's gone short. Carolyn Nelson currently holds 2, and this is the sort of end where she might be able to pounce here. She's a cougar. She's an Engadine cougar.
There you go. So, yeah, big opportunity here. She would really love a knocker on here, wouldn't she, Nick? You know, tuck that jack away. Make it hard for Aaron to get anywhere near it. She just wants to run up now. Or at least get past those ones.
Gets past it counts, I reckon. Or
Ooh.
maybe the back one of Aaron Kelly might be in, but I reckon it's 2.
It's definitely 2. Not sure on that third, but
Aaron's a classy player, though. He's got plenty of room to draw this, and if I take the sunglasses off again, it got bright for a moment, but...
Okay, I like this track that Aaron's on, mate. He is coming down absolutely perfectly. Well, brilliant bowl there, Aaron Kelly.
Yeah, let's have a look at that again. Big pressure on, and doesn't it get back nicely? Parks in right behind the jack.
Yeah.
Aaron Kelly.
Staring down the barrel of 2 or 3 down. Carolyn with an opportunity of drawing maybe for 4, and that could have been quite telling in this game, but...
Well, she's out on a similar sort of a track here.
You know, you're right. It's all down to the weight here.
Carolyn Nelson, can I hit the replay button? 2 shots in a row. Well, I had my finger hovering over the replay button there.
Superb effort.
And 1 shot is the signal from our marker. So Aaron Kelly now 15-7, closing in on what would be a third round. It's the first game of the day, isn't it? A third round victory, and if that can get him to 2-1, that should be enough to see him through at least as the next best qualifier with the All Abilities Open singles being the 3-section winners, the 3-section runners-up.
Did I just see a progress score there, which was surprising?
Oh, you may well have
Local
one.
bloke Trent Howie looks like he's had a resounding win, so...
Oh, they'd be plenty happy about that.
I was talking to Trent before Summerland, so it was before Christmas, obviously, and he was going through the wanting to get into the do the classification process, and Trent got classified here on Monday, I think it was. So get his entry in for the All Abilities, and he was as nervous as anything.
You reckon he was nervous? Jeez, he didn't look it.
I asked him, and he said, "I am nervous, Jason." I said, "Trent, just enjoy the experience, mate." And
he's a lovely fella too.
He is.
Trent Howie. I've had the pleasure of having a roll up with him here on a few occasions when I've been up for Summerland and social bowls and the like.
Yep.
Another.
There it is. It is too. 21-1.
Some good tussles though going on there. I saw James Reynolds was in a bit of a fight. And James Reynolds has lost a game here too. He had a really good game yesterday. We had the pleasure of watching the conclusion there. He got really put. The pressure was really put on him by Ray Douglas from Hazelbrook, who looks a class bowler.
Yeah.
And Jimmy come back from 10 shots down to force it to 20 all. And Ray Douglas played a telling bowl to get shot with his last, and Reynolds went through the hole. So some fantastic bowls being played yesterday. Had the crowd on their feet, as we see a nice bowl here. Aaron Kelly drops in for 2.
It's a bit deceiving on the screen, but that last bowl of Aaron Kelly's probably a good mat length short. Looking out here.
Yeah, just tighten that shot up a bit for him because we can see.
Yep.
Well, this is looking pretty good. Little slide off the face there.
Get that.
Yes.
Well, that is now the shot.
So probably just looking to draw this off here, Aaron Kelly. Turn it around the corner. There's still enough turn out here. know, you don't need to be using an old set of Dunlops or something from the 40s to get them to turn.
No, exactly.
And we can see that was getting back pretty good. A little bit more pace.
Green just starting to dry a bit, I think, Nick, on the surface.
Let's see. Carolyn Nelson doing a bit of a jig there to get the marker's attention. Am I holding one? Yes. And she can play this pretty confidently again too. She knows the track, she knows the weight. Well, gets a clear path here.
Clear path under, got a little edge.
Might be good enough for 2 now.
Might be.
Aaron Kelly having a really good look here, as he's entitled to do. So, Kelly, just as sort of assessing the situation, there's maybe a chance to punch both those pink bowls out and make 4. You know, you'd have to play fairly heavy, but both those pink bowls could go there. They are in a line.
Yeah, he ideally hit that front one straight on. Yeah, so that it causes that split.
And they split. The jack doesn't move, and his blue bowl stays for 4. Well, let's see. He's going to back himself to trail it, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Looking at that line, he's looking at that trail. He just misses that. What a fantastic effort. Has he turned it back to 1 though, maybe?
Yeah, he was maybe 1 bowl quick there, I reckon.
Oh.
So that's the situation. Carolyn Nelson coming for a look, as she's entitled to do.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think for Carolyn, if she's holding the 2, we could see a change of hands here and try and just play a wide one and beat that back one to count, maybe.
I think that seems...
You wouldn't want coming into that other side and getting any jack movement at all, so...
Seems very likely.
But she's played 2 howlers down that side, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, there is risk on both hands, but I think I agree with you, Jason. Like, she can run into any of her pink bowls without any real risk if she's playing draw weight, and that seems to be what she's determined, Carolyn Nelson. And a 2 or a 3 here. Well, the only one she needs to stay clear of.
Yeah.
I think the weight is going to be
forgiving.
Weight. Yeah. But
and understandable too. That just wrestles a little bit of momentum back, gets it back on the board again. Control of the mat. Is it 1 or 2 though?
Well, however many it is, I suspect whatever's going to happen here. And Aaron Kelly has surrendered 2 shots.
2 shots it is. The marker's indicated.
So whatever happens here, I'm thinking Carolyn Nelson may not play T to T.
Well, no, she has got the mat up in front of the tee this time. Only just, but I'd imagine she has remembered that T to T. Being somewhat more of a medium length.
Yeah, a bit more social here. And rightly so. So, Nelson now, as you say, on this medium length. Really want to take advantage of the fact that you've got the mat back. Because Aaron Kelly's creeping up on getting onto the springboard into the checkout zone, as Val Febbo would say. Trust Val, you're enjoying our commentary. You can kick back in the Bowls Australia offices today. Carolyn perhaps just a little on the tight side here. Seeing in the progress scores there, Rob Jordan's having a good game against Vicky Parkinson, who is, of course, an open pairs gold medalist from the Nationals only a couple of years ago with ACT's Matt Barry. And Rob Jordan's been an impressive bloke. He's from Tamworth. He's been the first one here every day. Has a big smile on his face.
Keen, excited, enthusiastic he is.
And he's come a long way too. It's not not just 5 minutes from Tamworth to Ballina.
Oh no, that'd be 11, 12 hours, I reckon, Nick, by car.
So just to check here from
Could be more.
Aaron Kelly. How many do I have? One is the call. Well, let's find out. We have the technology. "12 hours.
There we go.
So I've still got him covered though, but
the Jindabyte kid.
but it's if it's a competition, I'd win, but it's not. No, look, great to be here. You know, wherever you've come from, to come to this beautiful part of the world. There's so many great things to do, to see, to be a part of outside of the bowls. So we had a lovely meal here last night. Carolyn's just had a thought there before she was going to deliver, which is how far short of the jack is her closest bowl. So she needs to know what she's got to beat. So she's got nearly a metre.
I like what she did there too. She stepped right off the mat. So
yeah, easy enough to do there when you sort of get a thought in your head, and it can mess with your delivery and your approach.
most definitely. But
so she's not quite sent that one enough. Now, a lot of traffic here.
well,
If you're Aaron Kelly,
I'm playing that forehand, I think. Well, he's left-handed, so it's a left-handed backhand.
there's another one for the fine jar.
Sorry. Yes, the left-handed backhand.
How many wrong biases do you put down, Jason? You don't know which hand's which.
But no, he is sticking to his forehand.
Well, we've seen consistently this week, that is the turnier hand. I may have just invented a word, but that is the hand that gets back the best, given the breeze. And he'll be happy enough. One shot there.
Probably smart, you know, if he was a tad tight, the danger was knocking up that short red. You already got shot, you don't want to be giving them away. So.
Exactly right. So as the bowls get kicked back there, we've got Aaron Kelly 16, Carolyn Nelson 9. Yeah, I'm not prepared to write her off yet, Jace.
No.
I think if she can get 2 or 3 on the spin.
And for anyone, at this stage of the game, it's just about asking questions of that opposition, Keep them out there for an extra end. Keep them out there for an extra end. Rattle off ends in a row. You don't have to go chasing multiples at this stage.
No, well,
every end you keep them out there might be just building a bit of frustration in that opposition that you're playing against. So.
I feel like time's not going to be a factor here. We've had a little bit over an hour of play. We've got 2 hours 15 allowed.
Actually, travelling along really well, aren't we? Time-wise.
Might be an extended morning too, you reckon, Jace?
Well, chance to catch up on some emails and stuff anyway, mate.
Yes, so do tell everybody who's on the stream here, your job as club support manager with Bowls Australia. We've seen a great bowl from Aaron Kelly, but tell us about your great work that you do.
Yeah, so my role, club support manager for Bowls Australia. There's many different areas that we'd like to cover, but somewhat of a one-stop shop for bowls clubs to come to if they're in need of any assistance. And that can be administratively in the clubhouse. That's on-green, off-green, grants, facility management. You name it, your club needs it or needs some assistance in an area, come to me and we have some resources. We've got some great resources being developed and constantly built online, especially with our Club Map Resources Hub. It is brilliant. It is growing. Those resources are absolutely sensational for your club to go to, and they are free. If you're interested in being educated more and learning how to grow your club, and head to the Club Map Resources Hub and sign up and check out the resources available there. So I love my role, Nick.
It's a great job as somebody. I had the privilege of working alongside you when in my time with Bowls Australia, as we've seen a couple of great bowls here from Aaron Kelly to wrestle back control on this short length. But no, the club support managers, the Bowls Australia staff do a great job. They really care about the game and they really care about your club. So do get in touch. All the details are on the Bowls Australia website. That's bowls.com.au. And they're available to help you. Well, this is a really smart bowl here. I think that's really clever. It takes away any sort of weighted shot from Carolyn.
Yep.
You know, it gives some great protection. And Carolyn, I think her best go is to look to bump through the pink or get under the pink to the shot.
I think so too, Nick. And that sort of line, that's an aggressive sort of line on that side of the green. It's all down to the weight now.
My fingers hovering near the replay button again.
Oh.
Well, she's given herself a really good second there.
She has to, mate, and an option.
So Aaron Kelly probably wants to give this shot bowl a friend here. Doesn't really matter. He can't frame it up because it's hard to get to this jack. If you can park a back toucher or a side toucher there, he's close.
Like this, Aaron Kelly, brilliant bowl.
Let's just have a look at that one in the finish there. Gets right down onto the jack. And that makes it really hard now for Carolyn.
I think the only thing she's got on is a split of those two bowls and her coming through herself. But
hit and hope, really, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, what weight do you use, though? So,
well, I mean, if you smash it, you're one down at the back, but you know, who knows where their bowls go.
That's
so
true.
Maybe take your medicine here and you're just two down.
As I said, the clean split, yes, I think Jack will move, but her bowl can come through onto it as well. Just what weight she wants to use, I'm not sure. And this surprises me, Nick.
Well, maybe she's just trying to get second shot here. Well, now with her fifth bowl. With her fifth bowl now, Jace.
Hey, a lot of us want that fifth.
A lot of us want the 10th.
Okay, so see what the call is, but we're confidence 2 to Aaron.
And 2 shots confirmed there. So Aaron Kelly now on the springboard in the checkout zone. And now a big chance of wrapping up this game in one end potentially.
So, Nick, your move across from Bowls Australia to Bowls New South Wales, mate. Big concentration on Bowls Link support for the state. How are you going with your role?
Oh, look, I'm really enjoying being part of the big team that is Bowls New South Wales, the big family, and enjoying the opportunity to be here at the state championships as well. But Bowls Link has been my primary focus, and trying to give the clubs the support and the education that they need to really maximise how the technology can work for them, reduce some administrative burden, increase your connection with your memberships, simplify championships and draws, take payments, you name it. Bowls Link can do it for you. I've created a bunch of step-by-step guides which are on the Bowls New South Wales website. So if you look for the Bowls Link support button on the homepage, there's a bunch of step-by-step guides there for common processes, and it just makes things much easier for you.
And I must say they are brilliant resources. I refer to them at times, and I use Bowls Link quite often myself, but do forget one or two little steps. So I do like to jump into the resources that Nick's developed there. Very simple and easy to follow. So
yeah, step-by-step guides show you every click, every action, and just making things as simple as possible for all our users, because Bowls Link's not for just the young people. Everybody can use it, and once you figure it out how, it's not too tricky. As we see here, Carolyn Nelson,
great opening bowl.
Great opening bowl. Important time to put some pressure back on Aaron Kelly here.
I've recently just done a few email campaigns myself, actually, for my role with Bowls Australia and playing around with templates and stuff. And look, it took me a bit of time to do my first one, but as Aaron's coming down here, he sits that through.
Well, really good positive weight there from Aaron Kelly. And we've got a good view over our right shoulder. Well, the best view we've probably got of anything, given we're parked up on the middle green and the players are playing on the eastern green. But what it does do is it allows Carolyn to still play a positive forehand draw here. Put her nose on the jack and she can make a good two.
I actually like this track that she's got here.
Well, she's watching it closely.
Is she all the way up now?
Watching it really closely.
What an absolute brilliant bowl, Carolyn.
So just here it is in the running again. Finishes just in front. Now this makes it trickier for Aaron Kelly because that positive weight, I mean, he's got to play it, but
his track's not too bad here, Aaron.
Well,
well, that's okay. He might be two down.
He might be two down, but there's a chance to run it into the pit here or
That's
get
right.
one of those out. So
better angles, better options.
Carolyn be really keen to beat him to it now.
Oh, she'd love a trail, wouldn't she?
We've been saying it regularly.
I tell you what, Nick, and she's
Beaten
not
to
far away. She's got the run. She's trying very hard. Oh,
Well, what that does do is it makes it harder for Aaron to ping it out. He's going to have to play a little bit more delicately now.
oh, he's on an aggressive line anyway. Very aggressive line. I hope he's got the weight to hold.
Yeah, I don't know that he's...
All right, opportunity here. Is Carolyn sitting for three right now? Not sure.
Well, big chance here for Carolyn.
Nothing for short for her. She can be positive here with a draw.
Yeah. Well, trail into the ditch if you're feeling really confident. She might be a little bit...
She looks a little skinnier than her first couple.
But there's a chance to get through her own pink at the front here. No, just a little conservative.
A little short. Would have loved to have seen her more positive and at least a metre through and miss a metre through. But great end by Carolyn there.
So we'll see what our marker says for us. Kicking bowls out. Carolyn likes that for two.
Well, Aaron's...
Reluctantly.
He is reluctant, which is fair enough. And they look like they're calling the assistant to measure the third.
No, very good. Now, Damien Delgado's messaged us. He would be down watching, but his car got reversed into.
Oh, no.
He's also suggesting it's not as wet in front of the television. So, look, that's fair enough, Damo. And I'm sure, your viewing habits are probably a bit nicer than some of ours here, but we're getting through pretty good today. This is the first session, day 3. So this is round 3 of the All Abilities Open Singles. This is round 3 from the TAB 2024-25 Bowls New South Wales State Championships, live from Cherry Street Sports. Nick Hind with you, alongside me, Jason Pinnock, as we're seeing a measure for a potential third shot for Carolyn Nelson from Engadine, who trails Aaron Kelly from South Tamworth. Currently 18 shots to 9, but she has had 2 taken out already.
And this is a tight one too. They're having a good look back at the first bowl he measured.
They may get somebody a bit more serious there, or it's been kicked away.
All right, let's wait for the marker.
2 shots it is.
2.
So, well, good confidence boost there for Carolyn. She probably could have made a couple more there, but, to pick up a 2.
Yep. And let's have
Just
a look
got
at
to be happy
tactic.
with that.
Look at that, Matt, straight behind the tee.
Yeah, I'm bringing the camera back in anticipation here, because I suspect she certainly hasn't enjoyed the shorter lengths, Carolyn Nelson. So we're seeing almost the full length, probably a metre short of the full trip here. Carolyn Nelson with the ascendancy. So we've got another game coming up for you at a little bit after 11 o'clock. So make sure that you like, follow, subscribe to all the Bowls New South Wales social media channels, but particularly YouTube, to ensure that you're getting all the coverage. As we're hearing the announcement for the great Cherry Street Sports merch, there's some good stubby coolers back there that one might be coming home with me. Now at 11 a.m, we're going to see Des Cross, who's been in imperious form.
Oh, yes.
So also from South Tamworth, up against Michael Vassilo, who's a bit of a show pony, and he's very excited to be on the live stream, I can tell you that.
He'll be loving it, Vass will be.
So great character, Michael Vassilo. So looking forward to bringing you that action. I'm hopeful to have special guest commentary from Bowls New South Wales CEO Tim Rowe. I'm also hopeful to have Duncan Elphick come and jump on with us. But Jace, you'll be happy to stop around, won't you?
Yeah, mate, happy to be here and support the team in any way I can. Jump in and do some of my own work in between. But it's been good. I love these opportunities, and I did it last year. I went out to Dubbo, and it's a real great chance for me to actually chat to individual players and get a big reach of clubs as well. So.
Build that great connection, in the sport,
Yep.
and that's something that I think, we're pleased to be able to have.
Carolyn, she might be sitting here for 2 shots, and it's one of those heads again. I think she can play a positive draw. Nothing for short here. You know, she can turn a bowl onto the jack, move the jack back, and I tell you, she has pointed this pretty well, Nick. Has she got the run?
Well, anywhere just parking behind. Doesn't want to sit jack high. That's the only spot you didn't want.
But there's a gap there. It's good bowling in the context. I said earlier, when the score was open up a bit, and Carolyn's job now is to just constantly ask questions of Aaron and make him play the bowls to get the shots. Don't just, and there's the gap.
Well, you did say it. There was a gap there, and that bowl has stayed up at the back of the rink. So, very fortunate. Well, maybe not fortunate, but a good home there.
Yep.
If Aaron Kelly wants to be a little bit more aggressive, as we see Carolyn, little touch on this could be 4.
I'll tell you what, a foot on a last. Playing through her last bowl by a foot would be absolutely perfect. Up now. She would like that to get up a little bit more.
Well, you don't like saying it's a good blocker, but it might be a good blocker.
It's going to force Aaron to play a little bit more positive weight, I think. It's hard to draw that now.
Yeah, well, he does have the very back of the rink there. I'm going to bring the camera back and down. So he has got a bowl right at the back of the rink. So let's just see this in the running.
There we go.
Firm up the backhand.
Is he firm enough to hold? And we see that swing away.
Well, this could be 3 shots to Nelson here. And if so, the tables have turned a little bit. I said to you, Jason Pinnock, I didn't think this game was over.
Yep, you sure did.
So the ball's kicked away quickly there, and that suggests to me that it is 3 shots that have been conceded. So 18-14 now, first to 21. This is getting thrilling.
Well, it is game on, and still early in the game. Carolyn show her capabilities, and we're seeing again her tenacity digging in.
There's Dunky's been out doing the good work on the greens, putting the signs down.
He is.
That's Duncan Elphick, our greenkeeper, and he's an absolute wizard here. So Carolyn with a bit of ascendancy now. We'll see if she can capitalise on what's been a really, really good performance so far. Could have easily got away when she was 18 shots to 9 down, but she's forward on gamely And for Aaron Kelly, if he's going to win this game, you feel like he's going to have to get the mat back pretty soon because, well, this is the sort of way to do it.
That's the way. That's exactly right.
Because Carolyn's just sort of found a bit of a groove of late.
She has, and well, Carolyn here just merely needs to adjust her line. I think a similar weight's all right.
Yes, well, I'm up on the stool here, and of course Wes Falconer, who's here in his role as selector for the All Abilities and Para players, is right in my way. So, as you suggested, Jace, she has adjusted the weight a little bit, maybe, or maybe bowl.
Just needed to adjust the line, yeah. I like the weight. But, and I think this is a big bowl here for Carolyn right now. One down on the head. Could possibly be two after that one, not sure, but time to tighten this up, Carolyn. Get a good second at least.
Yep.
And give Aaron any sniff of trying to go out this end.
Yeah, easy to get tight with the finish line in sight. So
I think she's adjusted her line here much better. Nick,
really good bowl,
gets
mate.
all the way back to the shot bowl, and great bowl there by Carolyn.
So as we watch that again on the replay, Carolyn Nelson, important bowl, big time, gets down to the jack and nails it. We'll get down to the bowl.
And again, asking the question of Aaron.
Now, well, if he can put his nose on it here.
How is he looking?
The marker was getting pretty excited about getting some chalk.
He was too. Well, he's finished in a very good home though.
I think for Carolyn, you probably want to switch it over now. Don't give yourself a risk of trailing it. Come, even if you sit tight inside the front blue.
Yeah.
So she's taking her time here. A little bit damp still. Just had a look at the radar. It seems to be clear for the moment. So, but it is very sticky and quite humid here at Cherry Street Sports today. Nelson is sticking to the forehand, and it doesn't come without a little bit of risk.
Tell you what though, Nick Hind. Yeah, just the run got her there, but very, very well pointed.
So we'll see. Can Aaron Kelly answer? There's a trail for three here to finish the game. How's he looking? He's stalking this bowl.
Well,
really wants it to move now.
Just that little bit wide, but great weight for the shot.
Yeah, great trail weight.
Yeah.
So when you're a chance to go out, you've got to give yourself that chance because you might not get another one.
True, and look, well done to Carolyn, hanging tough.
Well, she played a big bowl to keep herself in this end. You know, it was a little bit loose from Carolyn, but she's played a telling bowl, kept herself in the match, and now the pressure stays on. Aaron Kelly, can you check out? You see Carolyn there, she's looking at that one intently. What sort of length have I rolled? And that's the sort of length she's got, almost full length. So this is very different. We saw Aaron Kelly playing minimum length in this direction, heading towards North Creek. And Carolyn Nelson has said, no, let's try full length.
Yeah, well, good tactical change. And
well, that one slipped past and is going to slip into the pit. So a little bit loose to start. Can Aaron capitalise? Watching it intently as it goes down. I think he might be pretty happy with this. Urging it on now. Just lacking a couple of feet. It is getting steamy, Jace Pinnock. I'm going to need to go in and have a...
It's very still, Nick. It's very
through.
still.
Might be an ice cream coming shortly. They've got a beautiful kiosk with the
Gelato bar,
with the
is it, or
gelato
something?
bar inside.
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon the niece and nephew might get along here on the weekend, and I'll shout them an ice cream.
That's right. You've got family here, haven't you, Nick?
Yes, been enjoying myself. I got up a few days early to give myself a chance to take the niece and nephew to the skate park and tip shop and all the other fun things. For swimming the pool, the ocean's still a little bit murky after all the rain they copped with ex-tropical cyclone Alfred.
Well, Aaron, not bad there. Something for him to work off next one. Has got the shot.
Yeah, good guide to say that's the one to beat. Carolyn's persevering on this backhand, and she's not liking it out of the hand. You can see at the top of the page. She said, "Oh, what have I done there?" And it's just a bit quick again. So,
well, this is going to be a big bowl here by Aaron. He plonks one right on this jack. Sitting game.
yeah, Aaron Kelly, chance to win this game and go a good way to seeing himself through to the knockout rounds to defend his title as the New South Wales
pretty well down here,
singles
Nick.
champion.
That's a great bowl. All right.
Well,
That's game.
It's in the count. It's holding game. Carolyn Nelson has one bowl to keep this match alive.
I feel she has to swap hands, and that could be difficult. We all know what it's like trying to swap hands, but let's see what she
Marcus
does.
had a good look there and said, "I think you might be down." So, Carolyn Nelson, she's played some telling bowls so far, Jace.
Very true, yeah.
Has she got one more big bowl in her to keep this match alive? You know, that's really what you want to do. Make your opponent play.
Well, looks like she's sticking to her backhand.
Oh, she's confident.
Yes.
Look, to cut down three, she's only got to finish inside
Well,
about a metre.
I like the track straight away, Nick. And I tell ya,
It's got to go the trip. Jason Pinnock, has it gone far enough?
well,
She might have made... Yeah, and
I can't tell.
straight away, they're going to go for a wander up the
And
green.
this is, I would be too.
Let's see what the situation is.
Mark is not even going to try and indicate. He's had a look around.
Yeah, so Aaron Kelly just reminded the market that he's still got a bowl to play, but he's going to come and have a look and see whether he feels he needs to play it. Looks as though he does. So,
Well, if he has to play this, what do you think, Nick? Do you rip that last bowl out? You know you got the next three.
I mean, a bowl's a bigger target, but he's also only got to draw inside.
True.
And it might be enough. So,
Depends on the situation up there. He could well and truly have shot, if not two now. Not quite sure. Aaron's lining up on his backhand.
this is what he can see. Away.
So he would be looking at trying to beat his wing bowl there. That's that'd be his target. He's pointed this very, very well. Look, Carolyn's clapping it, but has he done enough? Well,
If you can't win on the green, you might win in the steward's room. This could be an umpire coming out here to determine how many it is.
well,
There's
she's rolled one out. Carolyn rolled one out for Aaron, so
we know that Aaron Kelly live, and I'm going to even put it up, is 19. But is it going to be 20 or 21? The 22nd doesn't count. But it could be 1, it could be 4 here.
well, yeah.
And it could be an exciting conclusion to this contest, because Carolyn Nelson has fought bravely, I think, all game. You know, she's played some really telling bowls against clearly a classy opponent in Aaron Kelly. You know, with this weather, to stick at it, as the markers called in some assistance, so that looks very much as though that's going to be in for 2.
Whoa.
Careful.
Yeah.
Now, is this one going to be in for 3?
It is.
So 3 shots it is.
3 it is to Aaron.
Aaron Kelly, and the players shake hands. That was a fantastic effort from Carolyn Nelson. She fought on really gamely, trying conditions, but you know, in the end, I think we can see that the class of the great Aaron Kelly there has shone through to come through and claim the game today. So we've had a fantastic contest. We thank you for joining us wherever you are around Australia, around the world. Jason Pinnock, your final thoughts?
Great game to open up day 3. Great to see Carolyn fight hard. She started off well. She got behind, showed tenacity. But in the end, Aaron just showed his champion qualities in the end, and looking forward to some similar matches for the rest of the day.
Yes, we'll be back with you in about 45 minutes' time for the next round of the day, which is going to see Des Cross from South Tamworth against Michael Vassalo from Cabramatta.
Oh, that'll be a cracker.
Until then, on behalf of Jason Pinnock, this is Nick Hind. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to your company for the coverage later on this morning.